welcome back to lovefromaleo. My name is Tay, and this is your March reading. It's been a long day, Sag. I'm coming to you tired, but very excited to read for you. I feel very calm. So this is going to be a relaxed reading, so let's just hop into it. So your focus for this March, if there's a Cancer in your life, they're showing up very heavy here. But I think this is about you taking initiative, because when I think of Cancer, I think of someone who's very independent. They may be emotionally driven, but at the end of the day, they want to get their business done, okay? So I do like to see this for you. And I see emotional withdrawal. So if this is Cancerian type of energy, this is like a Cancer who has learned that you have to be emotionally intelligent, meaning you have to pick your battles when it comes to what you care about or what you invest your feelings into, because a lot of people can drain you, especially if you're emotional like a Cancer. Now, Sagittarius is a fire sign, and in my opinion, fire is just as emotional as water. It's a little bit more stable, but not really. So this could be something that you're very used to. Cancer is cardinal and you are mutable, so maybe you're going to be a little bit more proactive. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some time alone so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul and in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful undiscovered territory. Okay, so this is the Cancer who is shy. This is if it's a person. If this is the energy you're going to be experiencing, then you're going to be a person who's very introverted. It doesn't mean that you don't have any depth to you this month. It just means that you're probably going to be very secluded, a little bit more selective with who you express yourself to. I kind of like that. I feel like being selective is always a good thing. All right, so I'm seeing some type of social events with an Aquarius. This could be an engagement or a wedding, perhaps if you're going to a wedding with someone or if you're getting married to someone. But I think this is more so like going somewhere with an Aquarius. Maybe a party. Yeah, because 4 of Wands is like party. The way that you're feeling about it is Ace of Swords. So I think that you feel clear. I think that you feel mentally prepared to go to this function. I don't think that you have much doubt or insecurities. And then to clarify that, we have the 5 of Wands. So I do think that there was a lot of anger and aggression that you did have to kind of overcome, or maybe you've been competing with people around you. But for some reason, I feel like that's subsiding throughout this March, because Ace of Swords is like you feel like you know what you're doing. That's the vibe I'm getting. Planned for this event or something, so it's like you're not just going into it unprepared, whatever that means. What do you need to be prepared for when it comes to the situation? 4 of Cups in reverse. Emotional renewal. Maybe you're connecting with people from maybe that you haven't seen in a while, or if it's not you haven't seen them in a while, maybe you guys ended something on bad terms or things were awkward for a while. I think you reunite with someone. But at the same time, you guys aren't really speaking, or you guys aren't interacting. 4 of Swords. So that's weird. It's like maybe you see them at this function, but you guys don't speak. So maybe you guys are cordial, but there's still some weird vibes. Yeah, 5 of Cups is like, it's kind of an uncomfortable situation. I almost feel like one or both of you guys are not sizing each other up, but watching each other very closely to see what each other is going to do. This could be you here, Sag, or at least some fire energy. I feel like whoever you take to this occasion, you're probably going to be really like up on. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like whoever you bring, they're like your teammate or something. This is something you've been thinking about, though, so it's not something that you didn't know was coming. You have a lot on your plate. I think it has something to do with an ex. Are you worried that you're going to see an ex or something? Or are you worried that people from your past, like maybe people, like if it's family, and you competed with your cousins or something growing up. Maybe you're going to see them this month and you want to make sure that your lifestyle, I don't know. I'm not really sure why you're competing. Let's see if we can figure out who you're competing with. Okay, so there may be a Libra here that you're competing with. What is this in regards to? So there could be some sexual energy or just masculine energy of like trying to one up each other, you know? But I feel like there is a little bit of competition with maybe a person, like wanting to impress someone. So someone may be trying to impress a Gemini. There's so many like energies here. I feel like a lot of people know each other but don't really know each other. Like there's connections, but everyone isn't in the know of everyone, which is kind of awkward. But you're Sag, so I feel like you can kind of work with that. Let's get you some advice for the situation. The Sun card. So if there is something you want to do that you just have like a gut feeling about, like while I was talking about this, if you just kind of knew what you wanted to do, or if you feel like you knew how to maneuver that situation, go for it. It looks like you know what you're doing. If there is a child a part of the situation that you for some reason need to align with, then do that. If there is a Leo around you, I would say you want to maybe have that person be your +1, or that person be, remember the person I said you were taking to the occasion with you? That might be what this is saying. Just do what you feel like you should do with the Sun card. In the past, and you guys know this could be any part of your past, but I try to make it be a little bit more recent, but it can resonate for any part of your past. There was the Judgment card here. There may have been a Scorpio attached to this, but I feel like there was just like a huge ending to a certain lifestyle that you used to have. It could have been an addiction, or maybe just like a codependent relationship or a tie or a bond, and you had a hard time separating from it. But I feel like I don't know, you had a hard time, not that you had a hard time separating from it, but I feel like you valued this for some reason. You were determined to see it through, in other words. But universe said otherwise, right? And this could have involved like a female in your life that you care about a lot. This could also be a mother figure. Again, Scorpio's coming up here. And then here you are, Sag, Temperance. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different energies here. But I also feel like this is an ending to a love relationship with the woman in your life. And you had to just be patient about it. Or this could also mean that this was like a temporary break, but it was probably for a long time. This is kind of, let's see if we can figure out who this person is. Okay, so we have Aries coming up here too, but Aries and Scorpio are both ruled by the same planet. So it looks like this person just has that same energy. I'm thinking Scorpio for your past. But just a female who's very intense. I am getting female energy, but she's very dominant. But this is something that she valued. You guys were definitely related in an emotional sense, whether this was a relationship of romance, partnership, friendship, family. There is definitely a connection here with that. And this Leo energy is popping up here, or at least you guys at one point were very close and happy. Well, what's the outcome for this past situation? What is it looking like as of now? So we have the Fool card here. So either if you guys are still in contact, you guys are on a new page. I do think it's a good thing. But if you're not in contact, or if you guys don't talk, then you guys have moved on to new people or moved on just in life. That's what I'm seeing here. I do see someone being a little hesitant. This could be you, because this is fire energy. But someone's also working very hard. Someone's working very hard on something. This is so confusing, Sag. What does Sag feel about this? The Tower. So yeah, you know that this is like the end, or you know that something has shifted. For some of you, I feel like maybe it hasn't ended, but there's definitely been a shift. And I feel like this is also in regards to the family unit. So you guys probably have kids, yeah, with the Ace of Cups. You and this person had kids or a family or some type of like just family connection. Yeah, I think it is children, because I'm seeing the Queen of Cups here and she's pregnant. So it just looks like there was a huge shift in the family dynamic, but I think that's why you tried to hold on to it, because of the family. But with Six of Swords in reverse, I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like it's not meant to work. And I feel like anytime you guys try to make it work, it just doesn't. And the universe is like, no, this is disastrous, this is chaos. And it always ends up with one or both of you guys both getting your heart broken. I think it's both of you, but definitely you here with the Queen of Wands. But with the Queen of Wands, I almost feel like you also are the one who feels like you're embarrassed because you may have done something to hurt the other person. So I don't think you're totally innocent, but I do think you are hurt in the process because of this. And yeah, so this emotional withdrawal definitely makes a lot of sense. Why it's popping up here. You really need to just take an emotional break from whoever this person is. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna say it's toxic because I don't know your situation personally, but I do feel like this is a situation where you guys feed off of each other emotionally, and sometimes that's good and sometimes that's really bad. And I just think you guys would be better off with at least distance in between you guys, you know, whatever that means for you. I feel like you know what that means. But let's get you some advice from this celestial deck. So yeah, we have the Death card. So yeah, it's just time to move on from this part of your life. I definitely feel like this is just a part of your life. This is something you had to go through, and so that's why it hurts so bad, or that's why it feels like, are you sure I'm supposed to move on? Like, I feel like you just keep trying to make excuses as to why you should try to make this work, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on to something else. And it doesn't mean that this person has to completely be out of your life, but I do think that the dynamic that you guys have, it has to change. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that part, okay? So let's go ahead and move into your future. So your future, this could be any part that resonates for you, but I am trying to focus it on April. All right, so I'm seeing an Aquarius pop up here once again. I'm also seeing the Fool card, so this could be the new person that you're dealing with. I'm seeing the Star card here in reverse. So I think for some of you guys may be at odds with this Aquarius, but I feel like you haven't voiced this to them, you haven't told them. And then for others of you, I feel like you have found a spark within this Aquarius. So it's the same situation, it just depends on which spectrum you're on with it, okay? That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, 2 different spectrums. So we got 2 different cards for the internal messages behind it. So for those of you who are at odds with an Aquarius, but you haven't said anything, I feel like you have a plan as to why, or you have a goal that you want to initiate first. Very action oriented, so you may be about to let them know, especially with the Sag card being here. But I think this is going to be a moment where you don't know what's going to happen. I think you just kind of react and it comes out. So that could be a little sticky. We'll look into that. And then for those of you who find a light within this Aquarius, we have the King of Cups. So I think you find a light within them, that you find the balance of finding your space between this person or detaching from this person, which is interesting. Aquarius is the sign of detachment. Well, that's what they say, but a lot of them are actually like not like that. But yeah, it's like finding the balance between what you are part of and what you are separate from. And so I feel like you figure out where you stand with this Aquarius. So that's kind of like both situations. It's kind of I see where we stand type of energy. So to me, that's like not the best type of energy, right? It's kind of awkward, but at the same time, I would rather know where they stand. But it is kind of an awkward energy. Let's see. Eight of Cups. I feel like there's something you've been wanting to say. So for that group 1, like there's something you've been wanting to say, and I feel like you will say it, and it's something that's you've been keeping back. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why you've been holding back. For group 1, what should they do about the situation? I'm not even going to try to get too deep into that. We can look into that in the extended, but that is Some weird energies right there. Prince of Pentacles, mutable earth. So for those of you who need to tell this Aquarius something but you've been holding back, I feel like you need to just stay calm, at least for the near future, and just focus on your craft, or maybe focus on how you want to say it. There is an interest specifically on building your craft when it comes to this card. And so I feel like if there's something you've been working on that you want to present to this person or something like that, you need to make sure you're on your P's and Q's about it. The more you work on it, the better your results are going to be when you confront this person, okay? Now, for those of you who have found a good thing in this Aquarius, or at least you've found your distance, I feel like that's what it is. It's a distance from this Aquarius. What advice can I give? Queen of Swords. So now that you know what the situation is, you just stay logical. You know the facts, don't attach your emotions to it. Choose your cards wisely. You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be pretty easy. It looks like you're already kind of detached from them in the first place. So yeah. I will see you guys in the extended reading. I'm going to look into a few of these people because it seems really a lot of stuff I wanted to kind of figure out and tap into. So if you're interested in that, you can always join me on patreon.com/lovefromaleo, where I have so many posts that you can already check out now. So yeah, go check that out. Also, if you want to add me on Instagram, where I post little mini readings and just little updates on different books and things like that, you can add me at love.fromaleo on Instagram. And if you would like to contact me for other reasons or anything like that, you can email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching this video, Sag, and yeah, I'll see you in the extended.